1.370 counting CTE this biennium billion.
Right, it was 8 or 9.
You've
yeah.
got cost of living increases and contract increases. You're going to have to phase this stuff in because you just don't have the manpower to actually do a lot of it, and it's going to take time to do. I'm really interested. There's two ways of doing this. You can write 30 bills,
I know. Not my favorite way.
or really we can go to the Oregon Department of Education and see what help they need and tell them what outcomes we want and ask them how they phase it in. I mean, clearly, I think we're going to have to be at $10 billion or north of that. That's kind of the minimum, I would think. So we need to take our current budget and add cost of living and stuff in it, and then that'll give you how much you have, which perhaps is, 10 billion doesn't take that long, so you probably have 9 billion just to cover cost of living. But we tend to write all these bills. They tend to be confusing. They tend to regulate. You've got school boards all over the state. So I love the presentation that talked about outcomes. So we need to find what outcomes we want to see in the next year, what outcomes we'd like to see in the next 2 years, and then start phasing in these changes. And I know everybody's talked about in campaigns and stuff longer class year, but I don't think we're prepared for that. Lower class size helps teachers. Our Senate Healthcare Committee this morning, I think the OHA is moving rapidly on healthcare, nurses, and mental health in the schools, which is going to help the schools because it's going to take that out of their budget. It'll also help us because it allows for billing of insurance and collecting from third parties, which schools don't do. And there's, yeah, some do. Some's got great. I mean, they've got great facilities. But the equality thing is what we really need to look at. Providing help for teachers. Some years ago, we went to a 5th year in teaching degree. I'm a little bit curious about moving that back to the 4 years and bringing teachers in on a 5th year basis for mentor, helping with class size, and working with other teachers rather than a 5th year in school. So there's just a whole bunch of things in here. So we have to start chomping at it a little bit at a time. But I really like taking the Oregon Department of Education and tasking them with what outcomes we want. Maybe writing less bills, certainly figuring out funding. I look at Mark on that. So that's just a brief.
Thank you.